Welcome back to another video by Matt G8N. Today I'm going to be talking about the Toshiba A305 series laptops. Well, probably the number one complaint about those laptops was the smudgy fingerprints that got on the laptop after use because of the glossy, shiny finish. Now this isn't a huge complaint unless you're someone that cares a lot about the cosmetic appearance of your laptop. But if you do, I'm going to put out some great tips on how to clean the laptop without damaging any of the device itself. So pretty much the entire laptop itself, the top, the inside, the keyboard, all of this gets fairly smudgy after use. And the screen obviously gets its fair share of dust and such. So the best thing I found to use are these Windex multi-surface wipes. And make sure you get the kind that says great on appliances, glass, and more. If you read on the back, it even recommends using it on computer keyboards in general use. So I've found that it doesn't damage the glossiness or anything of the laptop at all, nothing at all, and it doesn't leave any residue behind. They work very well. So I'll just go over real fast on how I do this. So take out one wipe, just like this, and I carefully, usually I fold it over just to get a little better grip, and I just wipe the top down, and this will remove all smudginess from your fingerprints on when you're closing the laptop, opening the laptop, any of that. It just makes it have a nice, like the shine of when you first got the laptop. So, and this stuff dries fairly easily too. So then the next thing, after that's done, I always turn the laptop around and turn it upside down, and I take out the battery just so that I can get some of the keys without accidentally turning it on. So I'm going to unlock this, take this, get the battery out, flip the laptop back to its original, bumped the tripod. Get the laptop back to its original position, maybe give it another wipe where you accidentally touched it or something. Then you're going to open up the laptop. This is the next step in my process. You can use the same one because that one didn't get very dirty, but I always like to use a different one for the screen versus on the keyboard and such. So now that the laptop is out, you can touch these keys without accidentally turning the computer on. So you can give those a nice wipe down, give the power button a wipe, the little bezel in front of the screen, around the speakers. I wouldn't worry too much about that. You don't want to get anything in the speakers, but just a light rub around the outside. Come back around really good on the touchpad, because that's where you touch the computer the most, and right here on your hand rests, right where your hands are normally. It's where the majority of the smudge is. And so just wiping this down is going to give it a nice, original finish. This little bezel right here I find gets fairly smudgy. Do a quick wipe down here, and same up here with this bezel going down into the keyboard. Collects a lot of dust around these little stickers, and then just up around, up around the top of the screen. I wouldn't actually hit the screen yet, but just around the outside in the front here. And then I usually get the webcam just in case I accidentally smudged it. Now for the actual keyboard itself, I'm going to use a new cloth because this one I kind of crumpled up. So I'm going to take another cloth, same thing, and I like to just fold it in half once and just set it on there and lightly just move it over the keys. If you push too hard, it's going to catch one of the keys and kind of pop it off. Not a huge deal, because my Alt key right here popped off once, and I was able to very easily pop it back on. But just in case, you never know, you might accidentally break one of them. So I kind of just lightly wipe the keys down, like so. Get in between all the little areas of plastic where there aren't keys. Hit the space bar real good. And then I just give this one more wipe, because I may have touched it again. Obviously, this is just not going to last forever, but after a long time of not washing it, the smudge does build up a little bit. but you know, not a huge deal. But this is a very easy process. I do it probably like once every couple months or something. Then I usually kind of make the screen a little bit flatter, just so I have a little bit even easier time cleaning it. And since I really didn't use much on the keyboard, I'm just going to keep the cloth like this. I'm not going to squeeze, it's just very light, starting from here. Just wipe it down around. I usually kind of do like a square motion, but I'm not pressing hard at all. And then I kind of just wipe the center. This is really good at picking up dust, getting everything off. And the nice thing about this is you're not spraying anything onto the screen, so nothing's going to drip in the cracks unless you're actually squeezing the liquid out of the cloth. So get everything out of little corners. One thing I noticed last time I tried cleaning, I kind of accidentally pushed all of the dust into one of these corners. So there's a little bit of like leftover dust up here. I just kind of had to like go like that, but so that might be something to keep in mind as well. So just like make it shouldn't leave much residue at all. Just nice clean strokes, I guess you could say. And that'll dry up real nice. I know you can kind of see the liquid on there now, but that'll dry off really fast within probably the next minute or so. But then I kind of just let it air out. If you wanted to, you could also get the bottom of the computer, but not a huge priority just because that is not glossy like the rest of it is. But as you can see, I know you probably couldn't really see the smudging earlier, but this work is a very easy process, very quick process, and a very effective process for cleaning off this the Toshiba A300, or I'm sorry, A305 series laptops that have this kind of glossy finish. So if you have any questions about this, or any thing you might think might act as a better cleaning product, I think this is probably the best, just because they're already in wipe form, and they're sanitary. They clean all the germs that are on there, and they're good for general use, as stated there, general use computer keyboard. So they're good on plastics, which a lot of things might leave residue or actually damage the plastic, but not in this case. So yeah, if you have any questions, just send me a message on YouTube, and I'll be happy to answer your questions. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.